saving the best for last, a session that's been generating a lot of buzz. Whether you see Temu as an opportunity, a disruptor, or a dangerously good place to shop at 2 a.m. like me, one thing's clear, they're not slowing down. We're really excited to welcome Jin, Senior Product Manager from Temu, to share the inside story on how they're expanding into New Zealand and Australia and what that means for local sellers. This session, the Temu Local Seller Recruitment Program, is all about how Kiwi brands can get on the platform, what's expected, and how to leverage Temu's massive reach. A bit of housekeeping. We're so grateful for Temu to be here today. We just ask that no one take pictures of the slide. It's a lot of really insightful information, but it is sensitive and for your eyes here today. So please give a warm welcome to Jen.
Thank you very much, Mila. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. I know it's been an extremely long day, so I'm going to keep this brief, and then we can have questions at the end. We're more than happy to walk around and talk to each and every one of you. So my name is Jin, and I am the Senior Business Development Manager at Temu Australia, along with my colleague Richard Chen and Simon Zhang, who is in charge of logistics. Now, no doubt you guys all have heard of Temu. Just to raise your hands, how many people here have shopped on Temu before? Fantastic. Okay, now, how many of you who have shopped on Temu found it a pleasant surprise? Yeah? Like maybe, you just wanted to give it a go, you didn't know much about it, and you wanted to, test the waters, and you thought, hey, this is actually pretty cool. It's pretty fun, or, the products are, very good. It's quite a lot of value. And yeah, so I thought a lot of people like that I've actually talked to in just everyday walks of life have felt like that. And yes, so you're definitely not alone. Now, today I'm going to give you a bit of an overview about our marketplace and what that means for you guys as local sellers. And I think you'd be surprised at how much value that we can provide, not just for you as buyers, so you can shop like a billionaire, but also as sellers, so you can sell like a billionaire. Now, we're going to start off with a bit of commentary about the general e-commerce market, and then about how we got to where we are now, and what that means for you guys. So, everybody here knows e-commerce, right? Like a lot of the times, I'm thinking back about when I first got started. I was at Wayfair, and I was talking to this really old school furniture seller, and I was trying to convince him that online's the way of the future, and people will be buying whole lounge sets, online. And he just wouldn't have it. He couldn't wrap his head around it, and he couldn't understand. He's like, oh, but Jen, people want to come into my store and they want to sit down on the couch and lie on the bed. And I said, yes, mate, but times are changing. And I spent a lot of time talking to him. And I don't exactly remember whether I convinced him or not, but I often find myself thinking about him and thinking about his business, whether he actually adapted and evolved with the changing times, and especially how did he go during COVID time? Did he have an online store, or did he just do nothing for 3 years? So the global e-commerce market is expected to surpass $8 trillion within the next 2 years. And $5.4 trillion of those dollars was spent on your phones, in front of the TV, at your kids' soccer game, just in bed, right? And around the same again was spent on online marketplaces. And I think that is an incredible number, an incredible opportunity for everybody here. With macroeconomic and geopolitical factors going on around that same time now, a lot of people are shifting towards a more cost of living centric mentality, right? And as we shift, consumers are shifting their purchasing behavior towards value as well. As you can see here, 70% of global consumers cite price and affordability as the most important factor affecting their purchasing decisions. Now, that is bolstered by the fact that previously, if you were to buy something from China, it probably take 2 months to get here. But now it takes like 7 days, at most 2 weeks, to get to Australia, to get to New Zealand. So it's a lot of change, and there's a lot of opportunity. So what is Temu? Temu is an app-led online shopping platform that connects manufacturers directly to consumers to offer a vast array of products and exceptional value for customers. Okay? Like 3 reasons why people are shopping on Temu. There's only 3 up here because like I could only fit 3 on the slide, right? But simply put, we make shopping fun. We make shopping fun, and like I mentioned before, we're an app-led business. We started off as an app. We're not a traditional online marketplace. Then once they started to build up, they started developing apps as an afterthought, right? I see Temu as like an Instagram or a TikTok, but with an add to cart button. People love shopping on Temu. We've gamified the reward system. People are spinning wheels to win discounts and pulling out vouchers, from envelopes, and just an endless scroll, endless search of products. Traditionally, on online marketplaces, it's all search-based. You go on eBay, you go on Amazon, you put in, in the search bar what you want, and then they will serve you all the things, that you search for. Whereas this, on Temu, as you're searching, it's an endless road to discovery. Have you ever been on YouTube where, you start on one video and then it's like, suggested video, and you go down that and you do this and do this and you go down the YouTube rabbit hole. Next thing you know, it's 4 a.m. You got to get up in 2 hours and you don't know what happened to the past 4 hours. That's exactly what Temu is, because there's always something new to discover, and there's always something new that is going to surprise you. And I'm going to give you 2 stories. One is I went to my boy's school. My eldest is in kindergarten. I was picking him up from school one day, and I was talking to his teacher, and she found out where I worked, and she was so excited. She's like, I got to show you. And she took me around the room. You see this? I got this from Temu. Oh, you see this? And it was like drawing cards and clay figures and all that kind of stuff. And it just made me really happy to see how much joy that shopping on Temu brought her, because a lot of times these teachers, they are spending their own money for the children, and she was able to get these incredible products at great value. And the other story I want to share was a few weeks ago, we were going to a conference on the Gold Coast, and we shared a cab with some guy, and we got talking, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, Temu, we love camping and we love Temu, and we would go camping with these 3 other couples, right? So they would play a game before going out. They would all set a budget of like $20, and then they would go and buy whatever you want up to $20 on Temu. And then they'll go camping, and in front of the fire after dinner, they'll pull out all the things that they brought out, and then they'll have a vote on who bought the best stuff on Temu for $20. And I was so amazed, and I absolutely loved that story. Different people interact with Temu in different ways. At the end of the day, we're here to create value for buyers and sellers, right? And a lot of people think, okay, value equates to money. Not all the time. It's about the search, the surprise, the wonderment, and the way your products make you feel when you use it, the way it makes other people feel when you give it to them. It's a whole journey. And like that whole holistic view of value is what we bring. At the end of the day, we have made shopping fun. And that is why people love us. Since launching in 2022, we've seen phenomenal growth. We were the #1 shopping app in the US in 2022. In the UK, in 23, number one downloaded app, and I think last year we're the number one downloaded app in Australia. And as of a couple of months ago, we're available in over 100 different countries around the world. In 23, we first did our Super Bowl ads during the Super Bowl, and last year we had 6 30-second blocks in last year's Super Bowl. If you guys know anything about Super Bowl advertising, that is a lot of money, a lot of money. And why do we do that? Because we wanted the whole world to know who we are, and we wanted to spread that joy to the whole world. Now, we're a mighty force in e-commerce, and a lot of industry leaders have actually told me, oh, hey, these guys, you guys are a disruptor, you're going to change everything. And I heard his words, but I never really understood what he was talking about until now. I mean, look at these numbers: 529 million, over 100 different countries, number one most downloaded app in 24 different countries. Now, the crazy thing is, we did this in 3 years. How long did it take our, other online marketplaces to achieve, what they have achieved? We did this in 3 years. Imagine what the next 3 years is going to look like, right? Amazing. So, what does that mean for you guys? Just a couple months ago, we opened up an Australian entity, and we opened up an Australian office. We're a small but growing team, and we wanted to partner with local sellers and local partners to, create economic opportunities and to bring value and to really embed ourselves in the local retail ecosystem. And like I said, creating economic opportunities for local sellers. And we're here in New Zealand to do the same. Why sell on Temu? Because of everything that I just said. We're a training platform. We're going to help you get your first sale, cost efficient from the start. I'm going to go into that a bit more later on, but it's a really personalized seller support. So right now, we don't have an open system where everybody can register. It's by invitation only. You give us your email addresses, we will whitelist that, and then we'll send you an invitation link, and then you can register. Right now, we don't want to just let everybody come in, right? We're being very selective. We want to talk to you. We want to know about your business. How can we help you? Once you've registered, it's a very bespoke service. We're going to give you a lot of support in terms of operations specialists. They're going to come in and help you register, help you onboard, help you list. If you need integration, we have integration partners, integration specialists, and they're going to come and try to help you do that. And after everything's all set up, we're going to get category managers and category experts, and they're going to come on and talk to you one-on-one and give you data and insights and playbooks from other regions and just try to help you make your first sale, as well as try to grow your overall sales. Now, fees. This is my favorite slide, right? I said I was going to talk about this. There's no fees. There's no fees, there's no commission, there's no deposit, there's no store fees, there's nothing, there's no hidden fees. It's open to everyone, NZ registered, New Zealand Stock Warehouse. You have the trademarks and brand authority. You're going to have access to millions of monthly users. And like I said before, you're going to get dedicated people to help you. Now, this slide is category opportunities. Don't really worry about this too much. It's because we want everything. It's not just limited to that. We want everything. Whatever you have, we want it. But please, we want to talk to you. We want to engage with you. And but before that, I want to talk to you about where things stand in New Zealand at the moment. So right now, we do not have Temu New Zealand open for sellers. Okay, you're in New Zealand, you can buy whatever you want from Temu, no problem. But if you're a local seller and you want to jump on local New Zealand Temu, it's not open. But it is imminent. It is imminent. I don't know the exact date, but it's super soon. So my personal recommendation is you find us and you sign up now. You sign up now and get all your ducks lined up so that when it does open quite very soon, you can just, hit the ground running, okay? The other option, if you want to export to Australia, for example, you need an Australian business number, an ABN, and you need to partner with one of our 3PLs in Australia. So you can talk to our logistics specialist, Simon, here. We have a lot of 3PL partners in Australia. You can ship your products from New Zealand into Australia, and then you can register on the Australian Temu side, and then it'll just fulfill through that 3PL. So those are two current options available to you guys right now. It doesn't matter what you choose. We're here to help you. We want you to register, and we want you, because there's nobody else on here right now, it's not even open. You guys have the inside track. It's a blue ocean right now, and you guys will be the first and only people selling what you're selling on Temu New Zealand. So we're here to answer any questions. Please come and talk to us. We would love to talk to you. Thank you so much.